Okay, so let's do a bit of decimals revision this week. Did it earlier on in the year, but I did notice just before we had to do all this home learning stuff that a few people were a little bit weak on it still. Okay, so first of all, let's start with a simple addition question, so adding decimals. If we are to do something like 1.4 plus 0.35. Okay, let's do this. Okay, first things first, we don't like it set out like this. Okay, you've got to set out a decimals addition question in the right way. Okay, what you've got to do is look at where the decimal points are and line them up. Okay, just write the decimal points first and then fill everything out beside it. 1.4, okay, and then 0.35. You might notice how I have very purposefully put the 4 on top of the 3, the 1 on top of the 0, and then put this 5 next to the 3 in its own different space. Okay, that's because place value has to be maintained. Okay, they're units. These are units. That's tenths. That's tenths. No hundredths here, but there are hundredths here. Okay, so they have to be in this kind of order. All right, and sometimes people like putting the decimal point there as well. Okay, now we've got a blank here. What a lot of people like to do is stick a 0 in there as a bit of a placeholder. Okay, then we do 0 at 5, 4 at 3, keep the decimal point in the same place, and 1 at 0. Okay. Now, the reason for that is I noticed a lot of people do this question wrong before we broke up. 0.2 plus 0.9. Okay, a lot of people put 0.11. Have a think about why that is actually wrong. Okay, so again, line up your decimal points. 0.2, 0.9, and we're adding them together. Okay, 2 at 9 is 11. Put the 1 there, carry the 1. Okay, 0 at 0 at 1 is 1. So it's 1.1, not 0.11. Okay, make sure you're not making silly little mistakes like that. Okay. Now, subtraction works in the exact same way. Okay, let's do a bit of subtraction. Let's do 4.7 take away 3.9. Line it up first. Line up your decimal points first. 4.7, 3.9. There we go. 7 take away 9. Huh? Can't do that. So let's borrow. 7. Well, let's make that 17, shall we? And borrow from this one. That turns into a 3 now. 17 take away 9. Is 8. Just gave you a little bit of time to think about that. 3 take away 3, 0. 0.8. Nice and easy. Okay. Let's do another one. Let's do 1.4 take away 0.74. Okay. Same again. Look at the decimal points first. Line them up. All right. Then fill in everything else, 1.4 and then 0.74. Again, there's a blank there. Let's fill it in with a 0. It makes things a lot easier. Okay. 0 take away 4, can't do. Borrow. 10 take away 4 is 6. 3 take away 7, again can't do. Borrow, that becomes 13. 13 take away 7 is 6. 0 take away 0 is 0. There we go. Okay. Right, so I'm going to put some questions on a board, give them a go, then I'll go through the answers in a sec. Okay, here are some questions for you to try. Just 8 to do. Pause the video now, give them a go, and then I'll go through the answers. Okie doke. So, first one, all you got to do is, so we're doing 0.3 plus 0.9. 3 at 9 is 12. Carry the 1. So it's 12, right? Nope, it's 1.2. Okay, so that first one, 1.2. Okay, next one, 0.8 plus 0.31, sticking a placeholder there, and then we do 0 with 1, 8 plus 3 is 11, so this becomes 1.11. Okay, so there we go, equals 1.11. Next one, we're going to do 8.4 plus 0.65, again add in a placeholder, 0 add 5, 4 add 6 is 10, carry the 1, 8 plus 0 plus 1 is 9, so that's 9.05. Okay, next up we're going to do 4.7, so 4.7 plus 0.028. 2 blanks here, so we're going to put in 2 blanks. 0 at 8, 0 at 2, 7 at 0, decimal point, 4 at 0. There we go. Okay, so that one was 4.728. Next up, 4.2 take away 2.7. We're going to do 2 take away 7. Can't do. Borrow. 12 take away 7 is 5. 3 take away 2 is 1. I forgot my decimal point, so that's 1.5 for the first one. Or first subtraction one, I should say. Okay, then we've got 1.8 take away 0.52. Blank there. Fill it in. 0 take away 2, can't do, let's borrow. So that becomes 7 there. 10 take away 2 is 8. 7 take away 5 is 2. Keep the decimal point there. 1 take away nothing is 1. Okay. Next up, I'm going to need a new board. Let's quickly rub this one off. Right, this one. 3 take away 0.74. You might notice that 3 in the... Hang on, let me just fill that in. 1.28. That the 3 in the question doesn't have a decimal point there. But remember, that's the same as like 3.0, 3.000, 3.00000, and so on. Okay? So, put in the zeros there. 0 take away 4. We've got to borrow them, make that 10. Borrow from that, that becomes 9. If that becomes 9, we've got to borrow from this one as well. 10 take away 4 is 6. 9 take away 7 is 2. 2 take away nothing is 2. 2.26. Okay. And final one, 19.7 take away 11.44. Sticking a placeholder there. 0 take away 4, let's borrow. 6. 6 take away 4 is 2. 9 take away 1. And 1 take away 1. Don't need the 0 there, but I'm just going to put that in there anyway. Right, so those were 2.26. That one was 8.26. There's our answers. Hope this was useful.